My name is Jacob Walker, and this is my persuasive assignment for the public speaking course. Today I'll be discussing why you should build a house over buy a house. I'm currently sitting in a house that I've been building myself for a year now. I guess that would give one reason for me as a credible source. Also, I've been involved in the construction industry ever since I could remember, and I'm currently in the electrical field now. One of the biggest reasons why you would build a house over buy a house is you have complete control from the ground up. Of course, when you're out searching to buy a house, there's a lot of compromising, whether that's space or what the floor looks like, etc. You get to start fresh. And that also kind of leads me into another good point of why to build a house, which is new homes are much more efficient than older homes. Something that people don't consider when buying a house is, okay, they see the mortgage payment and what they're going to be paying per month on that house, but what are you going to be paying to live in it? What's your heating and cooling cost? Water, utilities, you name it. House performance is a bigger factor really than the look of the house, because looks are easy to change, but house performance is what you're going to be paying for the rest of your life. As Dave Ramsey said, new homes are built to meet current building codes and often more energy efficient and incorporate up-to-date technology. And this is true with many of the newer building materials, such as ICF forms. They give the house a R50 value and can save well over 50% on heating and cooling bills if it was taken to the roof. Of course, your wiring, electrical. I'm sitting here in the equipment room of my house, and you can start with a larger service to supply all of the electricity needs that we have in the modern era. Another thing I tell a lot of people is buying a house is a risk. It's just like buying a used car. You're just buying someone else's problems. And as realtor Margaret Henry wrote, building a house has advantages. Everything from pipes to heating and cooling systems will be new. That means no costly repairs in the near future. It's very hard to tell, even for home inspectors that of course you'll have before you close on a used house, what the life of your air handler is, when your appliances are going to fail, things of this nature. And oftentimes, building a house will save you money long term, not only because your house is a lot more energy efficient to begin with, but also you're not going to be nailed with all of the repair costs that a used home would have. It's a very challenging experience. It's one that I'm very thankful for to have, being so young in my life and being able to do this. There's a lot of hard decisions, and of course that gets even more complicated when you hire a builder as opposed to just doing it yourself. Is that has to be coordinated with the general contractor, all of his subs, and things of this nature. One potential drawback to building a house over buying is the time. If there's children involved or things of this nature where you have to have a roof over your head, the average time nationwide to build a house is approximately 7 months, as opposed to a 30-day closing cost on a used home. But thinking long term, and what's a good financial investment, which is something I know most all of my classmates are doing at this stage of our lives, it's something to really consider and think about. And I hope after this presentation you'll think about it a little bit more and view it as a viable option to maybe build a house one day.